Mr. Bag. How are you feeling today, brother?
I'm fucking Millie rocking, dude. Do you see
He
it?
Millie rocks on any block.
In New
He
York,
Millie
I'm Millie
rocks on
rock.
every block.
Millie rocking on the cock. Hot. What?
Um,
What?
I wasn't gonna go with that intro. It like I had something else in my head, and then I just started, and that like wasn't at all my intentions of how like the way that it came out of my mouth. Those weren't my intentions at all. Like that sound that I made,
Hey, dude.
and that
Sometimes,
tune that I went with. But then I was in there, and I was like, I guess I just gotta rock with it.
yeah. Sometimes that's just how it goes, man. It just
Yeah.
fucking. It's the flow, the vibrations of the vibe.
Yeah, I was feeling
You know?
something different. Like I was thinking about how I was gonna intro this one, and then I was like, okay, I got a couple ideas, and this is like all going through my head as the clock's
The
ticking down.
counter's clicking down.
Yeah, and like we only get 5 seconds, so it was at like 3, and I'm thinking this, and yeah,
How
what came
fast
out
are
of
your
my mouth,
thoughts, bro?
they're quick, and dude, this is so random. So, but finish this story. Yeah, what came out was not at all like on my mind. Like I was thinking a couple of different ideas. Neither of those came out. Something totally random came out. I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm going with it.
Were any of the ideas you had scatting? Were
Nope.
you gonna scat? Wow,
Different
wow.
ways to say skirt bag. How you doing, brother?
I like it. I like how we keep our listeners on our toes. They never know what they're gonna
Yeah,
get.
but like slight toes.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Same,
their
same, but
toes,
different.
same, but different.
Right. So I was like, damn, my thoughts were going quick, and then I was like, our thoughts are going mad quick because like think about the sports science episodes about how quickly a batter has to decide like what the
If they
pitch is
want
and
to
like
swing.
and if they want to swing, and like it's not like they're just guessing and it's luck, because think about how quick it is. They'll go back and like recall every pitch like so detailed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. That's like some of the best stuff, like from baseball. Is like when like the whole Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani WBC like final at bat. Like Mike Trout probably could go back and detail every pitch he saw
Every
from
single
Ohtani,
pitch.
and
Yeah.
Ohtani in the same way, like every pitch he threw.
Yep.
Just super detailed about like, oh, like he tried to bust me in with a slider and then went high and away to catch my speed off, and then a change up down to slow down my bat, and then
Yeah.
just flew a fastball by me because I wasn't sitting on it.
Yeah. It would be mad cool to see. Are there videos of them doing that?
I'm sure there's something. Did you see there was a
Dude,
card, the
there's
baseball
gonna be
card?
a fucking thing about it.
There's
A documentary about that
oh
World
yeah,
Baseball
dude,
Classic,
that
and
was
they're gonna talk
electric.
about that final at bat, and like it would be dope if they just had Mike Trout be like ask both of them completely independently, like
Break down the at bat.
how do you recall that at bat pitch by pitch? Ask both of them that, and have them both answer it, and then have them talk about it like with each other, and be like, oh no shit, like. Oh, I didn't know you're trying to do X, Y, and Z. Because I bet you Ohtani would be like, oh, I was trying to do this, but it got away from me, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Ohtani just pieced him up in that at
I
bat.
know, dude. That's the other thing.
I
Is
don't
like
think he
Ohtani
had
actually
something.
might not say that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think Ohtani was like, I tried to do this, but it didn't work. Like I think Ohtani was like, I'm gonna do this, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
and it was
yeah,
over. Like when you're just blowing a fucking fastball by Mike Trout out of anybody, dude. Like that could have been like, no shade to anybody on the USA team, but if that was like Paul Goldschmidt, like nobody would have fucking remembered that at bat. The
yeah.
fact that it was Ohtani versus Mike Trout, not only two of the greatest players of all time, but they're also teammates. Like,
Dude, honestly, probably the two greatest of all time. Close to it.
yeah,
We'll see.
Mike Trout, maybe 3 years ago, I would be okay putting him in that conversation, but like,
But now you're like, it's kind of been a disappointing season or career. Like the last few years
career
have been disappointing.
injuries
But
and
he's
just
been
on a
hurt.
team that doesn't win, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
the best stat out there is availability, in my opinion, dude. Like
the best
Ozzy
ability is
Albies,
availability.
yeah, Ozzy Albies on the Braves just went to the IL or like sat for the first time all year, like 3 days ago. Like he's
That's
played
pretty
in
good,
every single game.
dude.
Like there's not many players that are doing that nowadays, dude.
That's how Reese Hoskins was last year.
Just every game
Dude
in
played
there,
like every single game.
penciled in every game.
I
Yeah,
think I feel like Pete was the same way.
yeah,
Alonzo. For the two
yeah.
of them, because like for them, it's like if you're not playing first, you're definitely DHing
Right.
at
You
a minimum.
DHing. DHing definitely lessens the chance of injury just because of how much less you're playing. But
Yeah, that's true.
then you got guys like Giancarlo Stanton who fucking rips his hamstring running to second and is out for 3 months.
Can I say something?
Yeah, this is a podcast, baby.
Dude, the MLB is so much better with DHing in both leagues, bro.
Oh, 100%, dude. 100%. It's not even close.
Nah, it's not, bro. Like, just to think about a pitcher in the 9 spot every day,
It's a
that
free
sounds
out, dude.
horrendous.
Yeah.
It sounds like you just and like if you're a pitcher, all you're doing is putting yourself at injury because maybe you're trying to lay down a bunt and you fucking pop that bad boy up right into your dome piece because you're a
Right into your
pitcher.
nose. Yeah.
Now look at you, you're fucked.
Now you can't smell because your nose is busted. How's
You
it
can't
feel?
do anything.
Well, you can do most things with a broken nose.
Not in that moment, dude. Your whole shit's fucked up. You definitely have a concussion, like a bad one too.
Oh yeah, especially from a baseball.
You take a fastball off the bat straight to the dome.
Like who'd that happen to? Wasn't that Max Scherzer that happened to? Didn't he get hit in like the
Maybe that's
underneath
why
his
he's
eye?
got the eyes.
No, I think he was just born like that, dude.
Ah.
Can I pivot do a complete 180 real quick?
Bro, dude, yeah, it's a podcast. You can say whatever you want.
What's this whole you said before we hopped on that I send the stupidest shit ever on social media?
Oh
What do you
wait,
mean by
okay.
that?
I'll get to that. I'll answer that.
Okay.
But first, because there's been like many times already, we're 6 minutes in. There have been like multiple times I've went to grab my
Your
Dreamy
beer.
Eyes, and I've been like, oh wait, I'm supposed to be drinking. I haven't had a sip of this yet, so we're gonna see how it is.
Okay.
Dreamy Eyes is amazing. Probably like a top 3 beer.
Yeah.
And this is no shade. I've had it for a while, a long time. I bought this a long time ago, and I want to see if the flavor is still just as good, or if maybe like it has soured over time because it's been a minute.
I'm just picturing you taking like one big gulp and just puking all over your mic.
Nah, it won't be that bad. But here's the thing: this one didn't pop like the other ones that I had that did go bad did. So I'm thinking
That's
I
a
got
good
good hopes going in.
That's a good sign.
It's still banging
It holds up.
for the most part. It's not as good, but it's still good.
Does it taste like flat? Like, is it a little flat?
It's
Is
definitely
that
flat.
why?
But yeah, the flavor profile has definitely changed because it's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
But it's
you got
still
those
good.
back in what? Like, when did you take those home? The last time you were here, right? That was back in like November or
Nah. Because I came through before the bachelor party. That was March.
Oh, right.
And I
But
got them then.
those,
Because
oh,
I got those
those
before
were
I even
new
went
ones,
to your
right?
house. I went to the
Yeah.
bodega before I even went to your house.
Right. I was thinking it was the ones that you bought and then left with your records, but I definitely drank
Nah.
those.
Yeah, 100%. And those weren't even Dreamy Eyes.
They weren't?
Nah, because we went to the bodega when I got there. Me and you went, and Lex stayed.
Oh, right. It was like the Hawaiian
And they didn't have Dreamy
ale or
Eyes.
something.
I got split.
Yeah.
I was like, "What? Oh, my bad." I was like, "Oh, like I'm gonna get something still. Snag
Hey,
a
at
little
least-
4-piece of something."
At
But
least it's
yeah, I
not
had it at the
sour.
bar at Satellite.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's good in the can, like almost just as good, but nothing hits better straight out of the draft, dude.
100% for this kind of a beer. 100%.
I mean, I feel like you could say that with any beer, except for maybe like Bud Light, Miller Light, like those types of beers. Tastes pretty
Yeah,
much
Miller
the same.
Lite, dude. I'm taking a bottle 10 times out of 10.
Mm.
Honestly, most beers I'd rather have out of a bottle, but like this, I would rather have draft. Most craft beers, I would prefer draft.
I have a confession.
Oh, you like bottles or cans more?
No. This is pertaining to Miller Lite.
Okay, Skriller.
It's coming around, dude. It's starting to hit my taste buds a little differently.
Because
I'm
it's
liking
a
it.
Skriller.
Skriller Light, and I am gonna drink it, especially when I'm golfing with a Skriller.
On the golf course.
But that's just like our
Skrill
go-to beer when
boys.
we golf, dude. And it's like it's just be hitting. recently. I used
Yeah,
to not like
yeah,
it, but it be
dude, it's
hitting
got
now.
the best flavor for a light beer.
That's what it is. It has more flavor, and like when I drink Bud Light, or, like Coors Light, and especially when it's hot out, like it just tastes like water, like wheat
And you
water.
know what you have always said is that Miller is more filling than Bud Light. So like if you're trying to drink a bunch, like for a light beer for a party, that's why you've always liked Bud Light. But
Yeah,
I mean, I agree with it. But I think Miller tastes better. But also, when you're on the golf course, you're not slugging them like that, bro. You're chilling on
right,
them, so you don't
right,
mind if it's a little bit more filling. It's still only
exactly.
96 calories, bro.
I wonder what's in a Bud Light, calories wise.
Probably about the same, maybe like 98, 100. I don't know,
110.
110. That's not bad. But like
Oh,
Mickey says, they're the light Johns because they got 95. But
damn!
it's
I
like,
didn't
bro,
know.
one more calorie to go from Mickey to Miller.
I didn't know Bud Light was brewed in St. Louis. I could have gone to the
Yeah,
fucking Bud Light brewery when I was there, and I
yeah.
didn't.
That's where Anheuser Busch is. Yeah,
Oh, that makes sense because Maggie's aunt and uncle sent me a Bud Light shirt from St. Louis.
that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense now.
It sure
Okay.
does. Um, Dreamy Eyes is good. Oh,
Dreamy
we were
Eyes
talking
is
about
good.
horse racing.
Yeah,
You've
but
never
first,
been.
fuck all that. I want to know why you think I send like the most like the most insane shit on social media. What do you mean by
Not
that?
insane. You send the dumbest shit. Like when
What do
you
you
send
mean by
shit,
that?
when you send shit in the group, I'm like, yo, this humor is so fucking dumb. Like this is like the dumbest humor.
Like what? Give me an example.
I don't know. I don't know anything off the top of my head. I'd have to go
Was
find
it
some, but just like absolutely like ridiculous shit. Like let's see, can we like specifically look at things that you've sent on Instagram, like in the Instagram group? Is there a way to do that?
guys being dudes?
Yeah, guys being dudes.
We'll just scroll. Let's see what the last thing I sent. Dude, you're so right.
Yeah, bro. You got the dumbest shit, bro. Like you send the stupidest shit. Like it's funny. It's funny, dude. It makes me laugh. Like a lot of the shit in here is funny. Like I laugh at it. But
The
um
meme pages, dude. The one wife.
yeah,
If I let you
you
golf with the
send
boys this
stupid
weekend, what are
memes.
you gonna do for me? And it's the guy in the aisle at the grocery store just taking the half watermelon, just going. Yeah, the memes. The memes on Instagram. I don't know what it is with my like homepage, but they've just been stupid. Oh, dude, I love this one. Oh my bloody daisies! Bananas are bloody brilliant. It's just a monkey. Oh
Oh
man.
my days, these bananas are bloody brilliant. Why can't I say that? It's a tongue twister, low key. Oh my days, these bananas are bloody brilliant.
Bloody brilliant. Oh man. Yeah, you're right. The grocery manager watching me unvirgin the olive oil.
Yeah, you send the stupidest. Like if somebody's gonna send something stupid, it's you.
Coming is so embarrassing. Like, here's what's in my balls, I guess. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're right. I didn't realize I didn't realize how dumb this shit is. Propaganda? How about I take a propaganda at those tits?
But like, okay. Also, if you send a video, it's something wild. Unless it's
Yeah,
like sports related or like you send normal funny shit too, but you also send dumb funny shit.
dumb funny shit. Hey, sometimes you just need a few. Tony Hawk's Pro Tater too. It's just Tony Hawk shredding a potato.
That's what I mean, dude.
Oh man. Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know why that's my humor, but it just is.
Nothing wrong with it. I
Just
love it. It was just something that
absolute.
like I just, picked
You
up on
picked
over
up
time.
on. I'm consistent with my dumb humor.
Yeah.
Now every time I send a meme to guys being dudes, I'm gonna be like, "This is gonna be this Kenny's gonna get this one."
This fits the bill, huh?
Yup. You gotta suck my motherfucking dick. Oh
uh,
man. Oh God, starting off with a bang on this episode.
Horse races, though. You've never been to that?
No, I've never been to a horse race, and I grew up like right outside Saratoga, which is wild for me to know. I mean, I guess I was never like old enough to go, but
They're a good time. I went to one with my parents and my sister. And they're
didn't you go
fun.
to one with Ubao one year too, like
Yeah,
freshman
yeah,
year or
that's
something?
different though. That's different. That one don't count.
Why?
Because, dude, we go there on Friday, go out Friday night for dinner, drinks, nothing too serious. But like you're still getting drunk and you're still like staying up too late, waking
Right.
up dumb early, like waking up like 4 or 5 a.m. Um, I was usually the first one up just because like I couldn't sleep. So I'd be like, all right, bet. I'd start cooking eggs, and like everybody like bacon and eggs in the morning because like we would all like bring mad shit and buy food. And the dude that we stayed with would rent a truck. He'd get a spot at the infield of these horse races, and he would get like fat trays of like catered food, and we'd all pitch in. And yeah, dude, we would just go there mad. You get there mad early, like start drinking at the fucking brink of dawn. I mean, it's just like a drunk fest, dude. You're just partying in the infield of these horse race tracks. You don't. It's
That
not
sounds
really
like
going to the
if I
races.
did. Yeah, that's true. I guess if I did that now, that would murder me. I would be
Yes,
dead for the next
dude.
9 days,
How
dude.
sloppy drunk I've been there. Oh my goodness. But it's so fun. I've had so many great times, dude. There was one year we were sitting in line for like mad long waiting to get out. And I was like, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna run onto this fucking horse track and I'm gonna jump the hurdle out there. And so yeah, I ran, I jumped the fence onto the track, and they got onto the megaphone and they were like, "Yo, get off the fucking track, or like we're gonna fuck you up." And I was like, "I bet." And I turned around, went back, jumped back over. I was like, "Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Good move from good point for y'all."
Makes sense now that I think about it.
Yep, yep, yep.
Uh,
That was silly of me to
you
do, huh?
jumped the hurdle.
What a
What an
silly thing to
asshole.
think. uh,
Oh man.
it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, it
But
do be like that.
actually going to horse races is fun, dude. I went to one. It was just like with my family, like my sister and my parents, and we just like threw dollar bets on shit the whole time because there's just like mad races. It's mad easy to place bets. It's all like electronic, um, and you just go and hang out and like you place dollar bets, like a few dollar bets on like every race, and then you have skin on every race, and you're like, all right, dude, this is fun. Sit there, have a few drinks, and you win some
Oh,
money most of the time.
dude, I lied straight to your face. I have been to the horse races before.
Wow, dude. You just made me explain it and look like an asshole, and you're just like,
Well,
wow, you know
it's
what? I've done
different.
that
The
before.
one I've been to is different because it's in GTA, but
Oh.
I
Well,
mean, I was
yeah,
there
but
betting on horses.
you got like real money when you won.
In GTA?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
It
say
was
that's
just a
real.
joke. It was just a joke, dude.
I thought you said it so serious, bro. I was like, bro, you just fucking tickled my brain for a second.
No, I'm just
I
fucking with
have
you.
I have actually won big at the GTA casino, so
That's what I'm talking about, baby. I've never been to that casino actually.
Dude, Waldo and I used to just go to the casino in GTA and sit there for like 3 hours, and we'd do horse races, and then we'd go up to the blackjack table and just lose like. We'd spend like 3 hours doing heists and get like $3 million, and then just blow it all at the casino like an hour later. And then he'd be like, "All right, I got about $4,000 left. Let's go to the strip club and end the night." It's like 11 a.m. on a Sunday on GTA.
That's literally what Waldo would do in real life.
Yeah, yeah,
If Waldo was doing heists and making bread, he'd be like, "Word, let's go gamble it. Let's turn it into something more, and then I'll be out." Right? Like flip
yeah,
it, and then I'll be done.
yep.
That would be him. And then he would be broke as fuck, and you'd be like, "Well, fuck it. Might as well go to the titty bar now."
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, it would be fun if you had won like the Mega Millions, which someone just won the $1.5 billion jackpot. Did you see that?
Yeah, yeah, in
It
Florida.
would it would be fun, like if I had that like type of fuck you money to go to a strip club with like $1 million and just like fucking throw it, dude.
Throw it.
Because I mean, like $1 million when you have 1.5 billion isn't shit. You know what I mean? Like if we were all out at like for Austin's bachelor party, and like you and I had won, or
How
one of
many
us had won like
millions are in 1.5 billion? Like a hella, right?
hella, like 150, right? Or no, because that'd be 150 million. Holy fuck, that's a lot of millions, dude.
So 1,500
So a thousand,
millions.
yeah, 1,500 millions. Holy shit. People don't understand how much money that is, dude.
That feels like not a lot.
It does, but when you think about it like that, 1,500 millions. Imagine having 1 million, let alone 1,500 of them, dude.
I feel like one isn't that much.
It's not anymore, but like you couldn't win $1 million and like retire, clearly. Like
No,
that would get you like
you couldn't live off a mill
you could get like you could live off of 1 million for like 3 to 5 years if you were living like
regularly.
regularly. Yeah. But if you won
Yeah.
like 10 million, I could probably retire off 10 million.
If I won 10 million, I would take it all. I would take it all right now and put all of it away.
You wouldn't like
Don't touch any of it. Don't change my life at all
really.
for like 4 years.
Maybe we just let it like gain interest.
Just let it gain interest, and then hopefully I'll be gaining enough interest that I could retire and just live off of that interest.
That interest. Yeah. I mean, whatever interest rates would be at, I mean still like what's like the average interest rate, like 4% or something like that? 3%?
Yeah, but that's for a savings account. Now you put into something better, and if I think if you're putting in 10 million, I think you would get more, like a higher rate than 4%. Even for like a
Yeah.
savings,
If you
like
use
it's. I feel like you could so easily get better than 4%. But I mean,
yeah.
try to get something that gets you like to 10%. 10%.
But
Well, 10% of 10 million would be a million.
yeah.
I could do a million a year,
Yeah, that just turn that into your salary, dude, and you're not spending any of that original 10 million.
dude. You only need like not that many million to retire and do that.
10 million I feel like is like, cuz if I wanted to
I think if
retire
I
at
had
this age,
5,
I would want to live at like, yeah, I could do 5, but if I was to retire at this age, I would want to be able to live a life of having like $1 million a year, you know what I mean? Like I
yes.
wouldn't want to have to like budget myself if I have
Well,
that much money. Like to an extent,
what if you had 5 though?
If I had 5 and I could live off of $500,000 a year.
No, no, no. What if you had 5 million and then your 10%,
Wouldn't that just be
500 grand? Yeah,
yeah.
that's easy.
Um yeah, I could do
How
that.
low could you go?
Enough to want to retire. I mean, shit, I'm not even making 100 right now, but like that doesn't mean like if I was, I would want to retire. So I'd probably be like,
No, but
I
here's the
think
thing. Well, yeah, I guess. Okay, yeah.
I think 300,000 would be my like minimum amount a year. But even then, that's not that much money.
300,000 a year and you don't have to work,
Yeah, you're right. When
bro.
you put it like that. But like if I'm not working, I'm gonna be spending money on doing things that probably are
You
like
don't have to.
traveling and yeah, but I'm not gonna just sit in my house and do nothing.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, you could do that. But you wouldn't just be doing nothing. You could be doing stuff around your house.
I don't want to do that either. I already do that. If I'm like not working, I want to be out doing shit like season tickets to the Yanks or going to Europe or just like doing real shit. You know what I mean? Not just like, all right, at least I don't have to work. Like
That's fair.
work at least keeps me busy and like gives me the ability to like look forward to my time away from work. If you take my work away, then I don't have anything to look forward to outside of like shit that I got to spend money on or like trips that I'm gonna take. Like working a 9 to 5 right now, as like kind of much as it sucks, like because you're losing a lot of your life doing it, like it still makes me appreciate like my weekends a lot because that's like I can look forward to spending time with Maggie or like my friends or doing stuff with the dogs. If I don't have work, then like all of that stuff I would be doing on the weekends just becomes the norm, and that like loses its like specialness in a sort of way because it's like that's just normal now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
But
Wouldn't it be nice to work one less day or like half of the less day?
oh, dude, I know. If we just had a 4-day work week, it would change my life immensely, bro. Like I have a 4-day work week this week,
So
so I took
much.
Friday off, because I'm gonna go play golf, and then Jake and Rye are coming this weekend. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take Friday off and like have myself like a nice 3-day weekend. And it's like changed my mood all week. Like knowing I have 3 days off at the end of the week has like changed my. It's made me want to be more productive because I'm like, one, I got to get all my stuff done before Friday. Two, it's like, all right, I only have 4 days. Like I got to work for 4 days, and then I'll have a nice 3-day work or 3-day weekend to look forward to. So it's just like put me in better spirits to begin with.
Yeah, dude, like I feel like productivity would be so high with a 4-day work week. I think I would be more productive for sure, and I think that the
100%.
people that are are already like the people that don't say they would be more productive, like you're gonna end up getting the same out of them,
Yeah.
the same amount of like product from them over
Yeah.
in a 4 day period. Like I'm just gonna feel better about myself when I'm at work, and I'm gonna feel better. Like I'm gonna be happier because I'm gonna be able to do more things that I want to do. It's
Yeah,
gonna give me
dude.
more free time, and it's like then
And
I'm gonna come in like ready to go.
right, it gives you that extra day to like, all right, say Friday and Saturday, spend a day. This is I saw someone break it down like this: Friday, spend it doing errands, like getting shit done following the week. Saturday, you spend that doing things you want to do with friends, like going out or like traveling or just doing something like that you want to do, like one of your hobbies or something. And then Sunday's like recovery, where you spend Sunday kind of just like relaxing and like resetting yourself. And I'm like, dude, that would be because you can't do all that in 2 days in the Saturday and Sunday that we have now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
my weekends fly by, dude, and it's because I look forward to them so much. And then it's like, all right, I want to get around to golfing. I want to do something with Maggie. I want to do, and then next thing I know, it's like Sunday at 3 p.m. and I'm like, damn, I gotta
I
get ready
know,
for work. Like
I know.
it's just rough, dude. And the other thing with a 3-day weekend is like, I feel like it would be hard to like draw the line of like which companies or like shit like that, like for restaurants, like are they going to all just be closed on Friday, or is it going to be up to the employer to decide if they want a 4-day work week? Because if it's not like a federally mandated law, I don't see a lot of agencies or corporations like implementing it,
Yeah,
because it's
that's
not against
true.
the law now. You know what I mean? It's like we could have a 4-day work week now if your company was just like, yeah, we just don't work on Fridays, but no one
Yeah,
does that I know of.
yeah,
So it would have to be like an actual law that says that you can't work on Fridays. I mean, there's not a law saying you can't work on Saturday and Sundays either. There's still people that work
yeah. I
Saturday and
work on
Sundays.
Saturdays and Sundays sometimes.
You do?
Yeah,
Like during busy season and stuff?
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I used to when I worked in like the deli. Like, are people just not going to work in grocery stores on those days? Like, it's super hard to define a 4-day work week, but like, for jobs like us, like we just have that salary 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, like very easily could turn into a 4-day work week, and you're still gonna
yeah,
get the same type of production, and you're still gonna get the same type of effort from everyone
yeah.
because they're gonna be happier, dude, and they're gonna be, you know what I mean? Just
Right.
overall, people will be happier.
So I think that the way it works with the service industry is that it would become just like instead of 40 hours a week being full time, like as the norm, it would be 32, would be like the federal mandate. That's what it
And you
would
just
be. It
have
would
to
be a
hire a few
reduction
new
to
people,
32 hours a week.
right? You'd have to hire like,
No, 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 no. A lot of like I don't think a lot of people that Lex works with, I don't think a lot of them are working 40 hours a week right now. Like that's like a lot of shifts.
yeah, that's true, and I wasn't getting 40 hours in the deli when I had that job. Like I was working like 34, 35
Right.
at max. Like I wasn't
So
getting
then it's
close to
like, and then
40
it's like,
hours.
okay, pay you a few hours of overtime, dude. All right.
Yeah, that was doable.
Yeah. Pay some people, some overtime, like, and especially if you're a restaurant because they get paid like not a lot of money. I don't know how much, but
Yeah.
not a lot.
Oh my god, dude. I don't know if we've talked about this on the pod before. I'm sure we have touched on it a little bit. But I have like a serious beef with companies that expect you to tip at places you shouldn't
everywhere.
be tipping at. Like
Yeah,
Subway, I should not be
I've
tipping
no
the
sh-
Subway worker
I've
for
no
making
shame
my
putting
sandwich.
$0 no
No,
tip.
me neither, dude. It's just like I hate like it's not even the worker's fault, but it's like I see people on Twitter bitching like, "Oh, if you can't afford to tip, then don't go eat like out at." Well, restaurants is different because if I'm getting
Restaurants
served,
are
I'm gonna
different.
tip you. But like Chipotle, Subway, other shit like that, I'm not tipping you, dude. Like it's your job to make me my food. Not even
Yeah,
make me my food, just put it together and give it to me.
yeah.
And they're always like, and they turn the iPad around. They're like, it'll just ask you a few questions, and it's like, it's never a few questions. It's one question. It's, do you want to tip me?
Yeah. Would you like to give me a little bit more? Do you think I did an extraordinary job?
I just want to be like,
And I'm gonna
I
say,
don't
you know
want to
what?
give you more, but your
Did you
employer
hit me with
should.
an extra? Did you hit me with an extra half scoop of chicken? Did you hit me with the free guac?
Yeah.
You hook me up, I'll hook you up. But otherwise,
See you later,
give me my
Stinky.
fucking bowl, and I'll be on my way. Because that's probably where I'm getting is a bowl if I'm at Chipotle.
Yeah. Oh, I don't get anything else but a bowl at Chipotle.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Sometimes I'll
Um,
ask for a tortilla because then you can make your own burrito and then you have like half a bowl left.
half a bowl,
You get
half a
you just
burrito,
like
pretty
get more.
much.
That's how it works.
Yeah. And I've noticed too at Chipotle is like I try not to order it online because if I do, they always skip me on everything. But if I go into the store and like get it there, then they always load me up unless because then it's like if they skip me, I'm like, can I get a little more than like this? Literally 3 days ago, I went to Chipotle for lunch with Andy, and the lady gave me like half a thing of fajitas. It was literally like one bite of fajitas, and I was like, can I have more? And she like kind of gave me the and like put more on there. But I was like, how hard is it to just give me like a regular scoop of food, dude? Like,
Yeah,
one, I'm
yeah,
already paying $15 for a fucking bowl at
yeah,
Chipotle.
yeah.
Like,
The sushi burritos that we got were 15.
oh man, I would pay $15 for that in a
It was
heartbeat,
really
dude.
good.
That looked so
One
good.
gripe. I
What's
wish
the
the
gripe?
tuna was cut into smaller pieces. So they were like pretty hefty chunks, like chicken nugget sized chunks of tuna.
Like ahi
Probably
tuna
bigger than
slices,
that.
almost like steaks of ahi tuna, kind of.
Fat pieces.
Yeah, that's like sashimi. You ever have sashimi?
Yeah. It basically was. It was like sashimi, and they didn't cut it up at all. Like I would like smaller pieces because it just is like hard, and then it's hard to like get bites of that with anything else. It's like your whole mouth.
Yeah. Do you guys have a good like poke bowl place next to you or near you?
Nah, not that I know of. Lex said this place does poke bowls. And it's not far. It's like 15 minutes, I think.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I miss from like living at my parents' house is they had like two bomb. They had this place called Freshitos, which was kind of like the Chipotle version of poke, and then they had this other one called Freshens, and I think it was called Freshens or something like that. But oh my god, dude, they came in like these fat fucking bowls of rice, like plastic bowls of rice, and you could just get loaded up for like $20. And I'd never like it was if I finished it, dude, it was because I was literally starving and just like an endless pit
Yeah, yeah.
or
I
high.
think we got him the one time I came down. We got him.
Oh yeah, I think we went to Freshitos. It was down like near the Hershey Park.
Not a clue. We might have got it delivered.
Yeah, we might have done that too. But Freshitos is like, oh, dude. If I and it's like the best thing about it is it's healthy for you, so you don't feel like shit after you eat it.
Yeah, facts.
Chipotle, dude, I'm like I'm in a coma after I eat Chipotle. Which Chipotle is not like the worst for you, but it's still like greasy
Not great.
Mexican food. Yeah. Like
Yeah. I don't
tuna
know if
and
we have
poke and
good
stuff
poke
is
or
clean,
not,
so
but we have good sushi.
same. We have good sushi, but we don't have any we don't have any good poke around us, which kind of sucks cuz I would be eating that like once a week if I could.
Well, maybe you should open one.
No, you know what we're going to open? We decided
Hit me.
we're going to open a coffee shop and record shop, but it's all in one. And
Okay.
we're trying to think of like a good name for it, but it's going to be like old school vibes. You come in, get some coffee, and like we're gonna sell these bags that you can hold your records in, but also have a little holder for your coffee, so that you don't have to like hold it while you flip through records, because that's the fucking worst. Every time we go into the record store and I have a coffee, I'm like annoyed because like I can't hold what I want and also flip and hold my coffee at the same time. Um,
Facts.
but we got to think of a good name for it. But I told Andy when we do eventually buy it, I'm gonna hire him to paint like a Mac Miller mural on one of our walls in there.
What about like Drip and flip or flip and drip, like drip coffee and like flipping records.
That's yeah, dude. That's what we were trying to think of a name that had to do with like caffeine and like records, and one of them was like something and flip. But I like
Johnny,
drip
come
and flip.
back.
You can't hear
Johnny,
me?
come back. Yeah, I can hear you. What's up? So, did you hear what I said about the drip and flip?
The drip and flip?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was saying we were thinking of like a name that had something to do with like caffeine or coffee, and also the records. And we were trying to think like something flip. But I like drip and flip. That's a cool name.
yeah,
Drip and flip. What do we call it? Drip and flip coffee shop, or just drip and flip records, or
just drip and flip. Because
just
it's
drip and flip?
both. It's not a coffee shop and it's not a record store.
Not a
It's
record
both.
shop. I like that.
For like
I think it would be so
coffee and
fun to own a
drip
place
and
like that,
flip
though, dude.
coffee and records.
Drip and flip CNR.
Drip and flip coffee and
Well, dude, this is what our logo will look like. It'll be drip and flip in like graffiti style, and then
yeah,
underneath it'll just say coffee and records in like old school
block
like
font.
movie theater block font. Yeah, that
I
would be
like
cool.
that.
And we'll host like listening parties and stuff to new albums that come out on vinyl.
So have it be drip and flip graffiti, and like on the left side of drip, you'll have a coffee, like a coffee mug or something, or like maybe like
Yeah.
a coffee like spilling over or something, and then on the other
Or
side,
a coffee spilling onto the word drip, and then the coffee's like dripping
ooh,
down onto the word drip.
yeah, yeah,
That would be
and
fire.
then and then on the right of flip have like, oh, like maybe a record player with a record, but try to make it look so it's like, or make it look like a record's like flipping
We'll just have
somehow.
two hands like flipping a record, so it looks like they're like, you know how you like
Oh
kick it off
yeah,
and you're like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. You could just have it like just two hands, and then in the pointer fingers, obviously, have
yeah,
a record, and then you'll know that like they're flipping it. And you could do, it'll be like fat fingers graffiti shit, but it'll look
yeah,
dope.
yeah. That dude, I fucking love the idea. It can't be that expensive to start a business like that because you don't need like a huge split. It's not like you need like a giant fucking store. You know what I mean?
Well, you need a good sized store. You got to have enough room to make coffee, and you got to have enough room to have records.
Yeah, the coffee part wouldn't take up that much space. You really just need like a counter and like a fridge section. Um, but the records would
Well, you
probably
got to
take up
make it
most of it.
somewhere too. Like you got to have room to make it.
Well, yeah, behind the counter, like the little kitchen area. It's not like they make it in like a back kitchen room. They kind of just have all the stuff they need underneath like the fridge counter or whatever, and make it right there.
Yeah, that's fair. I think you should get a big spot.
I think so too. Like, because then we could do stuff where we would host like I said, listening parties and like other fun like events.
Yeah, yeah,
But how
yeah.
sick
Cause
would it
you'll,
be for like people to come in and like work from there and like grab a coffee and listen to like music and just like shop our records?
yeah.
That would be sick.
You should be able to have like, you should have a section, like all your music should be played off the record machine, right? And like you just go up there and like you just pick whichever one you want to put on next. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
like there'd be like store owned bins of records that like people could just, sift through and be like, all right, like this is the one that I want to play next, and just like have like an up next thing, like a queue almost. But if you leave
or
the
we could
record store,
do
you got to take your record out. You got to take it out of the queue.
yeah. We could do like a store picked like music of the day and then just have like 15 to 20 records that need to get played that will be played today. So like we pick the music that's going to be played today, but you can go up to the bin and pick which one you want to play next.
Yeah, yeah.
So then we can like
And then you'll
rotate
have like
and
another bin that's like for after they've been played. Like, all right, put that one over here,
yeah, like
and you
already
got to get
played
through
it.
all these before you can play something else.
Got to get through all these before we give you your coffee.
That'd be pretty dope. And like
Yeah, dude.
obviously, if nobody's going up there and changing them, then one of the workers will just go up there and put something new on.
Yeah, I just think like the whole coffee shop and record shop combined is a great business idea.
Yeah, well, we went to that one, right? It was like a full
Yeah,
bar in a record store.
but their record selection was
It was
trash,
not
dude.
great, dude. Not
No,
great.
it was cool to see like how they had like the factory like behind that glass window or whatever, seeing
Yeah,
them like
yeah.
make the vinyls, but they had like 2 or 3
Not
rows
good
of like
ones.
very mid records. Like I want like a
Yeah,
full section of like everything.
yeah, yeah. I agree, 100%.
And their coffee was pretty good there, but like I just the aesthetic wasn't what I was like what I'm thinking of. Like I
Yeah,
want like an old school like 90s cafe vibe, like brick wall, graffiti, like Mac Miller like portraits and shit, and then just like all these records and like just like a different vibe than what that was. That one was like very modern feeling, which is
yeah.
cool, but not the
Modern, but
aesthetic
like
I'm going
also
for.
like Roaring 20s ish.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like very like kind of hipster.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Very hipster. Modern hipster. That's probably the perfect way to describe it.
Yeah.
In other words, it was fine.
In other words, it was I.
Like it
But yeah,
wasn't
that's my.
great. It wasn't. There's nothing really like too bad about it. It just wasn't good. There was nothing real
It
great
wasn't
about it.
like you didn't like walk in and you were like, "Oh, this place is sick." It was like you walked in, you're like, "All right, let's grab a
Okay.
coffee," and then we just
Yeah.
walked around. We weren't in there for more than like 10 minutes.
Nah.
You looked through the 30 records they
You look
had. You're
through
like,
you look through the records and you're uninspired, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna
I
take
mean,
this
yeah, and
coffee to
all the
go.
records they had were like the same ones they have at Target, dude. Like
Yeah,
Kendrick Lamar, SZA, a
yeah,
few old
yeah.
ones, the Beatles. I was like, all right, I've seen all these everywhere I go. Like, there's nothing new here. That was the best part about the one we went to in St. Louis is like they had everything you could think of, dude.
That's awesome.
Like I would see shit and be like, wow, never in a million years did I think I would see this at a record shop.
I
But
wish that the record store and the coffee shop that I like were closer together.
why it's a hike between them.
Nah, it's like 4 blocks,
Oh, that's not that
but I
bad.
don't feel like walking it, and I don't want to drive it either.
Well, my favorite coffee shop is like 5 miles from the record store, so it's like I got to drive here, and it's like not on the way either. So I always got to drive there and then drive all the way over to Yellow Dog. But I mean, it's still like relatively only like 15-minute drive, but it's not bad. I
But
just
then
wish
again, who wants to
I could
flip
go in
through
one
records
spot.
one-handed?
That's what I'm saying. You got to buy our bag, dude.
I gotta buy your bag.
You got to buy
Lex
our
and I are
bag.
gonna open up a bagel shop. There's like not enough
Fuck it,
good
dude. We'll
bagel
sell
shops.
bagels at our shop too. Why don't we just do coffee and bagels and records?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna
So, all
open one
right.
up by us because there's not enough, dude. There's like
That's
where
crazy because you're in New Jersey. You would think they'd be
I
all over
know.
the place.
There's like a handful, but like none like right by us. And we live on like a pretty main road. And like we're saying like dude, like there's like so many people drive on this road to get to work every single day. If we had a good bagel shop here, we would kill. We would fucking kill.
You'd make bread, pun
Bread,
intended.
all of it.
You would literally make bread and then sell bread and make bread.
Actual. That's all we do is make bread.
Fucking
But like
bread.
dude,
Straight bread.
we're like, hey,
Yeah.
there's actually this place right around the corner from us, and I'm like, bagel shop. It's for rent. Bagel shop.
Ooh. Oh, it's they're trying to like rent it out and
You do whatever you want there, but it definitely used to be like a business. I think
yeah,
it's zoned to be like commercial and residential because I think upstairs is like you could live there.
that's pretty sick.
What if we
That
did
would
the
be fun.
record store in the top floor, bagel shop in the bottom, bagel and coffee shop in the bottom, records upstairs?
That would be kind
Ooh,
of cool, dude. That would be kind of cool. It would be we would have to have like a strong marketing like scheme to get people to go upstairs though because I feel like people that walk into a bagel shop like records and vinyls are probably like the last thing on their mind. Like if you go into a coffee and record shop knowing you're getting a bolt, you know what I mean? Like without having to
well,
go
yeah.
upstairs
What
or
if you do
something.
both though? That's what I'm saying. Like make banging coffee, sell bagels, and then you have record stores upstairs.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
You know what I mean? And then like you could be open like maybe you close the kitchen at like or you close like half the kitchen like all the hard stuff. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah,
just sell like bagels until you're out. And then people can still come and hang and drink coffee like all day.
That would be pretty cool. Sounds like a very sound business idea, dude. And I'm surprised, like even just the coffee. Oh, I mean, like you said, we've seen it before, but I'm surprised the whole coffee and record thing isn't like seen more often.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think we could start as like a coffee and breakfast shop because I feel like that would I think that would kill.
Yeah,
I think here a breakfast bagel shop would kill. Add good coffee into it and like your money. And
that's the
then
other thing. I don't really know shit about coffee, so like I kind of
no, me
gotta.
neither, but we could figure it out, bro. It can't be that hard.
Yeah,
Or we could sell it for like a local brewer that we like because I have one like right nearby. I would honestly just hit them up and be like, yeah, let me sell your coffee at my place.
yeah, that'd probably be the. Yeah, we don't want to make our own coffee because that just sounds like too much.
Right, make the bagels and the breakfast and let somebody else make the coffee and sell it for them.
Right.
And then you're already running out of space and you're already making money doing that. So now you just like start putting money away to like spend on records to like just to build up an inventory, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
And
I
then you
feel
just
like
start
if you're a
buying records
business, like
and
if you're a business ordering records, it's obviously not the same price you would pay as like we won't have to pay like $30 a record if we're ordering like
right, right.
15 of the new Post Malone, 20 of the new whatever like of whatever just got repressed from Mac, all that shit.
Yep. Yep.
It
I
sounds
mean,
doable, dude. It sounds very doable.
it does.
Like I would if I knew that I could open up a record store right now and do that, I would quit my job for sure.
You think so?
Yeah. Like if I had the money to do so and like kind of had like a plan for everything. Yeah, fuck it. I would try it for 2 years, and if 2 years I'm like still negative profit wise, then fuck it. Like, all right, at least I tried it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you good at
Or that
making
might
bagels?
I could put cream cheese on a bagel and that I got in a
No,
toaster.
no, you got to make them from scratch, bro.
I don't know even know how to do that, dude. Not a big bagel guy, if I'm being honest. Like I don't not like them, but I'm not like I'm more of like I eat most bagels if I'm getting like an egg, bacon, like bacon, egg, and cheese. Like I don't just eat a bagel with cream
That's
cheese most
fair.
times. Although I did have one 2 days ago, just bagel and cream
It's
cheese,
so
but it's
good.
because I was starving.
What kind of
Um,
cream cheese?
just regular spreadable cream cheese.
You got to get Philadelphia.
The Food Line, that's just so expensive, dude. I don't be eating it like that to like care that much, you know.
Yeah, I feel that. I get
Like
that.
I probably have like one bagel every 2 weeks for a random day for breakfast.
We have bagels often because Lex's sister and Lex's dad think that we're like so deprived of bagels and I guess like good food in general, so they always bring stuff down. Like they're always bringing food down from North Jersey and like Staten Island. Like I'm so appreciative because it slaps. Um, dude, they always or her dad always brings this prosciutto bread and it's like fresh like bakery like Staten Island bakery bread with pieces of prosciutto like all cooked in it. Bro, it's so good. It's so
Oh
good.
man, that sounds amazing, dude.
But yeah, they always bring bagels. It's like we'll just have them, and then you get like a half dozen, right? And then like you eat a couple, and then like there's still a couple left, so then you just eat a couple more. Cause like I don't want them to go bad, and they're banging. Not in one sitting, just like over like one like for breakfast each day, back to back.
I lost you for about 10 seconds
I know
there.
I could see it. I could see you going like so. I didn't lose you, I guess. At least not your video.
That's
Usually
what
I
happened
do.
earlier. I didn't lose you. You're like, ah,
Well, at
dude, the
least this time
fucking
I was talking and I could see right through it. But
yeah, that's true.
so then we
It
just
was just
told
funny
everybody
because you
about
were
it.
like talking about your bagel story, and then like I lost you, and then as you came back, you were like finishing your story, and I was like, dope. Didn't hear
Yeah, no,
any of that.
I was just saying like they'll get like you get like six because it's like all right, I got like half a
Right.
dozen, right? And then You eat like a couple, like it's like Lex and I will have one. Maybe Kate brings them down, so she has one, and then we have 3 left or something like that. You know what I mean? Or she
Yeah.
brings enough, so we have like so Lex and I will have 4 left. And it's like okay, so now I'm gonna have a bagel for breakfast for the next couple of days.
Maggie gets some. There's one of her. I think it might be the owner of her school, or no, it's a parent of one of her students owns a bagel shop like in
Hmm.
Wilmington. Apparently, they're really good. So like every Friday, she gets like 20 bagels to bring home, and I haven't had any yet. But actually, I don't know if it was one that she brought home, but I had a bagel the other day. It was pretty good. Well, like I
What
said,
kind of
I'd rather
bagel do
just
you
have
like?
like a dude. You're gonna grill me, but I'm just classic plain like the everything bagel with the onions in it. Don't do it for me. I've had a few jalapeno like cheddar ones that are pretty good. Um, yeah, I usually just go plain. Sometimes I'll get like if I'm feeling myself, I'll get like strawberry cream cheese.
Ooh.
One time I got a bagel from Dunkin' with strawberry cream cheese on it on my way to soccer practice at like 7 a.m. and I ate it, like faced it in like 5 minutes, dude, and then we started running suicides on the
Ooh.
yeah, I puked
Strawberry
vigorously.
got me once when I was a kid. I had a strawberry milkshake from Dairy Queen after like I had a whole meal there, and then we went into ShopRite and I just yeeted fucking pink milkshake all over the floor.
Dude, that's so funny. I that same shit happened to me with strawberry Nesquik milk. We were in Florida
Oh,
at Disney World.
I had it happen to me with the strawberry milk too at a baseball
Yeah,
tournament.
dude, I chugged like this strawberry milk like Nesquik thing, and then we get in the car to drive. I think we were leaving Disney World and going to my aunt's house in Fort Lauderdale or something like that, or someplace in Florida. And my mom, I was probably in like 4th or 5th grade at the time, and we were taken out of school to go on this vacation. So like you know how they'd always give you like homework to do over like your vacation. So my
Yeah.
mom, we're in the car, and I'm like, Mom, I still to this day get like crazy headaches if I'm sitting in the back of a car for too long. So I'm sitting in the back. My mom's like, Why aren't you doing your homework? Like, got to work on your homework. Got to do your homework. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, I don't feel good. Like, I really don't feel good. And she like didn't believe me because she thought I was just trying to get out of doing my homework. And she was like, Just do your homework now. Like, bang it out. You're in the car. You got nothing else to do. So I like pulled out these papers or whatever I was working on and started like trying to do it, and it just like intensified my headache, and my stomach
Damn.
started to get real bad. And I just remember sitting in the back behind the driver's seat, dude. I think my grandma was driving and just projectile vomiting all over the back of the seat, just like straight up, like looked like the scene out of The Ring, dude. Just straight fucking projectile vomit all over the seat. And my mom was like,
Oh,
"Oh shit, you weren't lying." I was like, "No, dude."
no, I actually don't feel I didn't just make that up for
Yeah,
fun.
like this is a 4th grader's homework. You think I'm trying to get out of doing my ABCs, dude? No, just I don't feel good.
Yeah, facts.
Haven't had strawberry milk since then.
I wouldn't either if I were you. I don't really drink strawberry things anymore, but I love strawberries.
I like strawberry smoothies, and I love strawberries just like as strawberries. But
I don't like the fake strawberry. The fake strawberry always upset my stomach.
yeah, or like
My
a
entire
free
life
like
it upset my stomach.
I feel that, dude. Like a freeze pop flavored strawberry, or like a like a strawberry flavored lollipop, or some shit like that. Yeah, I'm good
Yeah,
on that. Which is wild because I'm the exact opposite with banana. Like I love the banana flavored stuff, but I don't like straight up bananas. So that's just
I
because of
like
the
the banana
texture.
stuff. I love the orange stuff, dude. Orange my jam. And blue.
Mm.
If they like a blue raspberry, that's where I'm at. My
Oh, blue
bagel of
raspberry
choice is
cherry.
actually blueberry.
Oh yeah, I forgot you could have like chocolate chip bagels too. Those. Oh,
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Have you ever had French toast bagels?
no. Oh yeah, I have with the
That is where
swirls
it's
in them.
at.
They
Yeah,
have
they're
like the
always like
little
cinnamony, and they
yeah,
sometimes have powdered sugar on them. They're like messy because they're sticky, but dog, they are good.
yeah, they are good. Did you ever have fried dough as a kid?
You mean like a donut?
No, it was
Like a
I don't so
pizza, like at the pizza shop donut?
you know how those like in Chinese like wok and roll you can get those little fried dough like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
donut things. It was kind of like that, but it was more like just regular dough. Like you would take pizza dough and just fry it, and then put like sugar and cinnamon and stuff on it and butter.
Okay.
So I don't
Oh,
know if this
okay.
was just like an Italian thing, but my stepdad at the time, his mom was like super Italian, and every Sunday after church, she would make like fried dough. We would just go back to her place because we lived across the street from her, and she would make this like it was literally just like a piece of dough like this, dude, fried, and then you put butter on it, and then cinnamon and sugar, and it was so fucking good, dude. It was like almost kind of just like a funnel cake, basically,
Ooh, I
is what
like
it
funnel
was.
cake.
But it wasn't like as cakey as funnel cake. It was
Funnel
more
cake
doughy.
is like fried dough.
That's pretty much what it is, yeah. When I'm thinking about it,
I like monkey cake.
monkey bread,
Monkey bread.
yeah, monkey
Monkey
bread's good
bread
too.
cakes.
That's like we would always have monkey bread on for like Christmas and stuff, like
We
Christmas
had it
morning.
like once or twice. We weren't big monkey bread people, but every time I had it, I was like, "Yo, this slaps."
Yeah, monkey bread is
Sometimes it'd
good.
be in the freezer, and I would just be like, "You know what?
Eat a piece of frozen monkey bread.
I need some monkey bread in my life, dog. Let me
I
give me
don't
some of that."
blame you. I don't blame you.
Um,
All this
we
food
got
talk
a
is
doc
making
to
me
get
fucking
into.
hungry. Yeah, let's
Well,
get
let's
into
not
the
talk
doc.
about food, dude.
Food, dude.
What do you want to talk about? How about
Let's
some soccer? That's like the most relevant thing. I feel like
all right, let's get after it.
that's what's on my mind the most. Anyway,
Did Philadelphia end up losing?
they did. They got shitted on, and I'm not
Okay
happy
with it?
about it, but like I'm not mad. Like I'm real upset with the union
Yeah,
because so I mean we go to games. We go to games all the time. We went to the game against DC United. Tickets were like $44, dude. They were so $44. We sat in row 2.
yeah,
Bro, like, and we were going to those games, right? Like I go to the games like all the time. Like if my friends are ever like, "Yo, we're thinking about going to a game," I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna see if I can get to that."
yeah,
And like I'm always trying to plan like, "Yo, we should all get to a game," because like that would be dope. Like if we all like went early, tailgated the game, like that would be like a good ass time.
right,
And like after the knockout rounds, they usually will like put up on the big screen like, "Here's a QR code for tickets for the next round. Like buy them before we sell out." Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? They just like promote their shit like as they're leaving the stadium. But for this
right.
one, since they knew it was going to be Messi, they're like, "Nah, we're not doing that." And then it was like you had to wait in a queue to try to get tickets, and the tickets were the cheapest. Standing room only was like $350. Yeah,
That's
because
crazy that one
Lex got
player
in
can
there
do
for like a
that.
hot second, and it was just like so ridiculously expensive.
Oh my god, dude.
I think my sister said they were like 14, they were like 700, or maybe it was Lex said they were like 700. She was like, "Yeah, I didn't think you wanted me to get you $1,400 for 2 tickets," and I was like, "No,
Yeah. That's
no, I'm
that's
good."
insane, dude.
Yeah,
That's the Messi effect is crazy. But
I
also,
know, and
like, fuck
it's
them
just
for
so
like taking
exciting that they
advantage
did
of their
that.
fans.
Yeah, dude, and that's why I was like, whatever, dude. I was like, you know what? I hope that, and I felt bad for Messi for a second, and it's gonna be so arrogant of me when I say why. You're gonna be like, "Wow, Kenny, that's the most arrogant thing a Philadelphian could have said." And I'm not even a Philadelphian; I'm just a Philadelphia sports fan. Um, but first of all, it's like fuck them. Like, there's. I hope you have all Messi fans there, and I hope the atmosphere sucks. I hope that's all it is. Is like rich people that just want to see Messi, right?
Yeah, that's probably what it
Um,
was.
that is what it was. And then I was like, I feel bad for Messi because he's not gonna get the real Philadelphia. Like he's not gonna get all the boos and the jeers and like a real Philadelphia experience. He's gonna get this fucking glorious Philadelphia experience like he's fucking in Argentina, Buenos Aires.
Yeah, but I don't think he's getting like. I think that's just case everywhere he plays,
Yeah,
dude.
that's probably true. But in Philly, you would, if it was like a real Philly crowd, like a true Philly crowd against like a like Dallas Cowboys coming to Philly town, like kind of crowd. I think
Yeah,
they would he would get booed a lot more and like heckled a
I
lot more.
I don't know, dude. I think for Messi, it's just like he's in such a different like realm of type of athlete that anywhere he goes, like in the MLS, I'm not saying like he's gonna go to Real Madrid and get like cheered because that's not the case. But
Yeah,
like
that's
in the
true.
MLS, anywhere he goes, like he's just so much bigger than the game anywhere here, dude. Like it's not like you can't compare it to the NFL where like, Cowboys are coming into town and it's like I don't care who's on the Cowboys, I'm gonna boo you because I fucking hate the Dallas Cowboys or the Giants or Red Sox Yankees or anything like that. Like I think
Yeah, that's
Messi is
true.
just so much bigger than the sport is here that everybody can respect, be like, wow, this is the greatest player of all time. Like I'm not gonna be the
Yeah,
asshole to boo him just because he's playing against the fucking
I would.
Philadelphia Union.
I would. I would cheer him
Boo
too.
Messi! Fuck you! Fuck you, Messi!
Hell yeah, bro! If it was a good game, and it was tight, I'd be heckling shit out of him. Hell yeah, I'm trying to get in his head. If the Union had a chance, like, bro,
I
yeah,
don't.
'cause they,
Yeah, but
bro,
dude,
I
it's
never thought the
Leo
Union were gonna have a
Messi. I don't
chance.
think like a fucking Philadelphia Union fan is gonna get in his head. He's played in
I
all. He's
think they
won a
could.
World Cup, dude. I don't think he's gonna.
I think he
He's
would. I
probably
think he
looking
would.
at these games as like backyard practices, dude, and he's just
Real
like, yeah,
pressure, real pressure in Philly. I think he's cracking.
nah, not Messi, dude, not Messi.
Nah, probably not.
Ronaldo, probably not.
But
Like
yeah, so
they're just different, dude.
they ended up getting shitted on.
What was the final score? Last I saw it was
4-1.
1-0. Ah, you got one.
Honestly, the Union had chances. They didn't finish, and I think that they had like more consistent chances. But it's like Inter Miami was like, all right, we're just gonna like absorb some shots defensively, and then we'll just get out and counter. We only need a couple chances,
How many goals
and
did Messi have?
I think one. He had the second goal.
You held him to under
It
2.
was good. It was like he scored from like 30 out,
Oh, really?
tucked
It's
it
a
into the
banger?
bottom corner from 30 out. Yeah.
Damn.
I saw a Bleacher Report notification that was like this rocket from Messi, and I'm like, that ball barely left the ground, dude. It was like not a rocket,
It
a
was a
good
worm
shot
burner.
from distance, but not a rocket.
He was out there killing gophers.
If their heads were up, they were getting decapitated.
Killing worms, killing gophers, man. What else
Just
can you
ending
fucking
them.
ask? Yeah, I mean, it's just, dude. It's like Austin Emery said the other day. I think Messi is just inevitable against anybody he plays against in this league.
It doesn't matter. He's just
It
so much
doesn't
better,
matter who you
and
are.
it's not
Yeah.
just Messi. That's the thing. Like they brought in
It's
Busquets, who's just like
Iniesta.
so calm. Iniesta is actually not there. He's actually in Saudi Arabia. I was wrong about that.
Oh shit!
I'm glad
Really?
I got to clear this up. Get this off my conscience.
Yeah.
Iniesta actually signed with the Saudi Arabian team. But they brought in Jordi Alba, and they also have Joseph Martinez, who's like
Yeah.
really good. When he was at Atlanta United, he was like one of the best players in the league. And they have Atlanta United's old coach that took them from terrible to winning the fucking league title in like a couple of years. And they were a new expansion team, Atlanta. And now he's with Inter Miami trying to do the same thing. But now he also has all these players. Like they have a good team. It's just like they were just terrible in the MLS.
Do they have like a chance to win the league now, or are they so far down like it's not?
I don't know. I guess I'd have to see how many people make the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Let me see MLS standings. So they are in 15th. And they have 18 points. They'd probably have to get to they probably have to get to 8th to make the playoffs. 32 points, so there's a 14-point gap.
13-point gap. How many games are left?
14. I don't know. They've played 22. I don't know how many they play though. Let me see. Can I find their schedule? This one. Picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They'd have to make up 14 points in 11 games. And in 11 games, if they were to win all of them, that's 33 points. So, I mean, it's doable, but
it's doable, but that's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry that Messi had to do you like that, but I think
I don't care. I don't care because of how they treated the fans, so
yeah, they kind of deserve it after that. Like quick cash grab. Fuck you.
Yep. And like when Messi scored, the crowd went crazy, bro. They were so hype, and it's like, well, that's what you
I'm
get.
saying. He's just bigger than the league, let alone the
But
team.
here's the thing: I think that if you had more Philly fans, which you would have had, there would have been less cheering.
Yeah, but who's to say that you would have had more Philly fans? Like, if you kept your ticket prices just as cheap as they were, who's not to say, like, it would still just be, like, the first you know what I mean? Like, Messi fans aren't going to take over a game that Messi's not playing, so you're already going to get Philly fans, like, going to those games, like you said, the DC United versus Union game. Like, the only reason this game, it was, like, a home game for Messi is because he was there. Like, just because, like, the tickets were so high doesn't mean that, like, you still could have Philly fans in that game, even if the tickets were high. But if they were cheaper, then it was just whoever got to the tickets first. You know what I mean?
That's true, and I think
Like,
there would have
Philly
been
fans are
I
gonna
think,
go out of their way to go to a Union game. Like,
but I think
people just went to this game because Messi was there.
a lot more Union fans would have gotten tickets first had they not done it the way they did it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like they all knew like this is the way it goes. Like you win a fucking game, the tickets for the next round are like instantly on sale. We bought
Yeah.
tickets for like the following round. I've said this before for a Union game for in the playoffs, literally before we crossed the bridge to go back to Jersey.
Yeah, that's true.
So like if you and like they knew that and people were tweeting at him and shit like, "Yo, what's Gucci, man?"
Where's the fucking available tickets?
And
And they said,
after
you know what,
everything
you gotta get in
happened,
a queue.
they turned off the replies to their tweets so nobody could reply to them.
No way. What a
Yeah,
fucking bunch of
yeah,
pussies, dude.
right.
That's
People were quote
whack.
tweeting stuff, and Lex was doing some research, and she's like, dude, there people are saying that like they literally work for the union, they couldn't even go,
That's wild,
they
bro.
couldn't even get tickets.
I mean, I guess I kind of see the business side of it where they're like, we're not going to have many chances to make this type of money on a
Yeah,
regular game, but
yeah,
still, like, it just sucks, dude. Capitalism,
yeah.
baby. That's what it comes down to.
Lex was like, you could have done it at the link, and I was like, you could have, but you probably wouldn't have made as much money. You would have sold more seats, but you would have had to rent out the link, and like all of the concessions would have gone to the link. You know what I mean? Like you would have lost so much,
That's true.
and
Unless
you
you
would have had to
kept, like,
spend money to be there.
yeah. Do you think if they kept the ticket prices the way they had them and played at the link, like, you would have been good, or they probably wouldn't have sold? You'd probably still sell out the link at those prices if Messi's there, dude.
Yeah,
But like you said, they'd probably lose money on. Well, no, because so Lincoln's just so much bigger than fucking whatever stadium
yeah.
the
I don't know.
Union
You'd have to
play
do the
at.
math on it because I think
Yeah,
about it. You lose, so whatever you make on tickets has to cover the cost
of renting it out and
of renting
concessions,
it
right?
out. Yeah, the cost of renting it out, and then also the cost of that you're losing from all the concessions, and
Yeah, but you're
like
still selling merch too, right? And that wouldn't go
still
to the
selling
link.
merch, but maybe the link takes a percentage. Like
Yeah,
they got fees all over the place and shit like that to like suck as much out of like other of people trying to use it as they can. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like it's not going to be cheap.
Would it
They're
be
going to get a
different
little bit
for
of
a
everything.
Philadelphia sports team though? Like, there's got to be some
Maybe
sort of like
maybe they
discount,
cut him a
maybe,
deal. Maybe they do a little Philly love.
because like Messi at the link is great promotion for the link in general.
Yeah, that's bigger than the fucking Premier League games that they had here this summer.
Yeah. Speaking of, the Premier League kicked off, right? Didn't it?
It did. Premier
That's
League did
exciting.
kick off. I think most of the European
Most
league.
major
I know
leagues have
La
kicked
Liga
off.
did.
Yeah.
La Liga did. I
I think
watched
they
I
did.
watched Barca's game.
Yeah, they played. Real Madrid played Real Athletic or whatever, or Athletic Club, and dude,
Oh
I'll tell
yeah,
you
Athletic
what,
Club.
Jude Bellingham is a fucking
Good.
fun watch, dude. He is
Yeah,
fun to
yeah.
watch,
I
and
think
he's
I
got a
caught
fun
some of that.
chant.
What's his
Hey
chant?
Jude, the Hey Jude chant.
Hey Jude.
Yeah,
Is that how they do it?
yeah, like the song.
I like that.
That's pretty dope.
Did Real got a win, right?
They did. I believe it. I want to say it was like 3-1 or 4-1. Let me look. But it looked good. I think Courtois is going to be out for a while though, dude, which kind of
But they got
sucks.
Kepa on loan from
Yep.
Chelsea.
Yeah, which I mean, he's no Courtois, but he's still pretty solid.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Saturday, August 12th. It was 2-0.
Okay. Yeah, I think City won 3-0. They played Burnley.
City looks pretty good.
I don't know, dude. They played Sevilla today in the Super Cup. It's the Champions League winner and Europa League winner.
Europa League winner, yeah.
And they beat them. It was 1-1 at 90 minutes. They beat them on PKs. And they didn't look great.
Did they start like their premier team though? Like the Super Cup really
Nah,
doesn't mean shit.
I don't think so. And like
they're probably
Kevin
saving legs.
but they started a good squad. They started a really good squad.
Yeah.
But De Bruyne is out for like 3 to 4 months with a hamstring. He might need surgery.
Damn, really?
So that's tough. Yeah, probably. Well, he snapped it in the Champions League final.
Oh, right.
So yeah, that's a bummer.
Holland's all healthy though.
Yeah, Holland's good, but dude, they didn't look great today, dude. They were giving the ball away a lot in the midfield, like a lot, and it was like kind of embarrassing.
Who have they? Have they made any like big additions over the summer?
They lost Gundogan, which sucks. I think losing him was huge, and they brought Kovacic in, and Kovacic kind of slides in somewhat nicely, but he's not nearly as good like going forward.
Yeah, he's kind of slow too. Like he just doesn't play with that. Like he doesn't move the ball forward as much, but he like holds the ball and holds possession really well.
Yeah, but he's not the same kind of like attacking minded center mid that you had in Gundogan, and that like really helped you a lot. Like, he scored a lot of goals for us. Okay, did.
Yeah. I feel like he's been around for a while too.
He has, dude's nice.
I'm just excited that
Soccer's back.
Soccer's back. It's always a good feeling, dude. Like
yes, sir.
Mid-August comes around, the Premier League kicks off, Champions League is right around the corner. Like the off season for soccer feels so short though, doesn't it?
It is so short, dude. It is.
It's wild, dude.
In the Women's World Cup, we've got Spain and England in the final. Who you got?
I'll go Spain.
I've got money on both of them.
Both of them?
I put money on both of them like maybe like a week ago, maybe a little less. Both, but I got them both at plus money.
As like outright winners, or as like, okay. I didn't know if like the final had been determined by then. You're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna put some on Spain, some on England.
Nah, it was like I think there was like 8 teams left, and I was like, I'm gonna put money on these two.
Oh, so you're gonna win one of them at least. That's nice.
Yeah, he's gonna win some money. Love that.
I haven't watched a lick of the Women's World Cup, and it's wild because I haven't seen a lick of like promotion for the Women's World Cup, dude. Like I haven't seen any highlights on Twitter or anything.
I've seen it, but only because like sometimes I'm up early, like feeding him or something, or sometimes I just turn the TV on. And when I turn my TVs on, I start on like Samsung TV's channels, and I just have them. I have both TVs on CBS Sports HQ, so it's like always. It's basically like Never-Ending Sports Center, or it's like ESPN but CBS version, and it's just for free with the Samsung TV. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just watch that. That'll be like my default before I get to an app.
I've been utilizing the ESPN Plus app a lot and watching like Sports Center in the morning, dude. It's been nice.
ESPN Plus is the best, honestly.
It's so good, dude.
Honestly,
you can't beat it. I kind of miss like the days of like waking up for high school at like 6:30 in the morning and just like throwing on Sports Center and like getting like the 30 minutes of like sports updates before, dude. Because I don't know about
that was what I did literally my entire life. Like my entire life, from like first or second grade on, was waking up, bowl cereal, watching Sports Center.
And it's crazy how bad Sports Center is compared to how it was back in the day. Like
I know
old school Sports Center was so good,
so much better. There was like a certain peak. So like there was a time when they introduced like on the side they would have like the list of upcoming topics. When they first started that, like the first like year or so of that side panel, that was peak Sports Center. That and then it just kept getting like they started doing too much. The segments started sucking, and it just got bad.
Yeah. The side panel of SportsCenter was absolutely elite, dude.
Yeah, the
Like seeing
OG.
that and seeing one you were like excited for. Like I remember there'd always be like if the Yankees had like a crazy game or something the night before, and
Yeah,
it'd be like Yankees Angels like go 12 innings. I'm like, oh, I watched this game, but I can't wait to see the highlights on SportsCenter.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or like the not top 10, how they always did like the weekly like this number one against like the this
Every
number one
Friday
and
they
like the
still
Mark
do the not
Sanchez
top
butt
10 on
fumble.
Fridays.
Yeah, the Mark Sanchez butt
Oh
fumble
yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. They would do
undisputed
like the worst of the
champion for
worst.
so long. Yeah.
I like that when they did that too. They would have. I think they might have done that for like regular like top 10 best plays. Like you have like the champion one that like lives
Yeah.
on. Why don't they do that anymore?
Dude, I don't remember who I had this conversation with, but I don't know why, but TV in general in like the 2000s, from like 2000, I mean, since I was born basically, from like 96 to about probably like 2010, peak TV, dude. Like just the aesthetic of everything, like it wasn't so like I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, like engaging towards like microtransactions and just like you need every like it just I feel like everything kind of just like split at a certain point with like all these
Yeah,
subscriptions and shit. And just even
yeah,
like network TV, like going I remember going to like Channel 4 and seeing like watching the TV guide and seeing what was on TV, and you know how it would scroll and like each channel would tell
yeah,
you what
yeah,
was
yeah,
on.
yeah,
And I would see one like Cartoon Network, I'd see like Adventure Time, I'd be like, oh fuck yeah, dude, like Adventure Time's on, or like something on Spike TV or TBS like was like an old school like Wedding Crashers or funny movie. And it just like doesn't hit the same. And it's funny, like so over the weekend, um, on Saturday after I played golf, Maggie came home. She went shopping in the North Myrtle Beach outlet. So like after my golf game, I went and met her and my grandma there and shopped for a little bit, and then I went home after lunch. But she stayed back and shopped for a little bit. So while she was coming home, I was like super beat from golf because it was just super hot and everything, and I was
yeah,
like, "Fuck this, dude! Like we're gonna have like a old school, like old fashioned movie night." So I took a sheet, like an old sheet that we had, and like built a fort over the couch, and then took our couch cushions and put them on the ground, like under it, and built like this crazy cool like couch fort. And then she got home, and I was like, "Yo, built us a fort. We're going to Target and hitting the $5 movie box, and we're getting like some real movies like on disc. We're gonna watch some old school movies and like none of this streaming bullshit. Like we're having like a real life movie night or whatever." So we oh, speaking of Magoo, she's out walking Boone right now. But we hit the movie bin,
Booner,
dude. We got the 3 disc set of Rush Hour for $5. We got
bang for your buck.
bang for my buck, dude. I spent like $20 and we got all these like fun like movies on disc, and then we just got like some fucking like just junk food and Chinese food for dinner, and just like grubbed out and had ourselves a movie night. And I remember sitting there watching Rush Hour, dude, and it was just like that kind of like not super HD. It was like staticky, like early 2000s movie vibe, and like the whole like
Yeah,
the introduction of like the Universal logo popped up, and I was like, dude, movies just don't like nothing hits like this anymore.
nothing hits the way it used
Nothing
to.
hits the way it used to, and like what the fuck happened, dude? Like everything is just so stale and boring now, and it's just it
It's
sucks,
because
dude.
there's too much, dude. It's oversaturation. Everything sucks now.
Everything,
It's
dude.
too at your fingertips.
I think that's the problem with like everything, bro.
Yeah,
Like everything entertainment wise, like even video games outside of
yeah,
Diablo 4, because I don't think I've ever been addicted to a game the way I am with Diablo 4 right now. But like everything is so oversaturated and so available, it's like you almost don't look forward to anything because you know if you don't like it, there's gonna be something else. And it's like back then, dude, you waited all this time for like to see new movies and stuff, and it's like, all right, like I've waited all this time, like I'm super excited for it, and it's like now you wait for a movie to come out and you're like, oh, it sucked. Well, I'll just go see this other movie then, or I'll pull this up on my phone, or I'll watch this TikTok video, or
dude. There's all this hype about Barbie and Oppenheimer, and they're not even the top grossing one. The different one is. What's the other one that's out right now?
is it like a horror movie?
I don't know, but I know it's a movie.
It might be Talk to Me. That's the one that Maggie and I saw. I thought it was really good.
No, I don't think it was that. Um, hmm.
Barbie and Oppenheimer aren't like one of the top grossing movies right now.
I think no, they are. But I think it was Meg 2. I saw Meg 2 was like maybe doing
Oh, the
better.
shark movie or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, dude. But it just like it hit me. I was like, dude, the old school like, and I feel it's annoying because it makes me feel like such an old head when I'm like, oh well, nowadays you kids don't know what it's like. But like, I'm only 26 years old, dude. Like, even like 10 years ago, like movies and shit used to hit so different, and like you would get this excitement when you see like THX like pop up and like the whole like
Yeah.
like the sound of being
I
in the
liked
movie
when
theater.
the Pixar lamp did its thing.
The Pixar lamp, stomping on the eye, like there's just like shit, like nothing
The
has that
lion's
like
roaring
feel
at me.
anymore, dude. Yeah, Lionsgate, you're like, oh, I'm about to watch some fire, Tom and Jerry,
Facts.
right? But even just like the way that movie, like, dude, so we watched Rush Hour, and I told Maggie, and we watched Happy Gilmore after.
Okay, yo,
She'd
thank
never
you.
seen it.
That's the best era of Adam Sandler. That's peak
Yes,
movies for me. That's literally the best movies of all time and the best type. Like that's my comedy right there. Like Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison,
Billy
The
Madison,
Waterboy, Big
Waterboy,
Daddy.
even
Like
Click, dude. Click is good too.
dude, see, Click's little. I'm not a big fan of Click. Too sad for me. I'm not a big fan.
Too sad.
Yeah, it's sad, dude. He gets old and he gets sick and he missed his whole
It is
life,
pretty
dude.
sad. And he has that
And
like
like,
flap.
yeah, dude, like he's miserable, bro.
It's
It's
pretty
sad.
funny
It's
though. It's pretty
no, it's a
funny.
sad movie. It's sad, dude. But but grown ups
Grown
banger, but
ups,
like pre grown ups, like that's like
yeah,
a different type of,
like
and even
old,
Click I think is like past that. But like all
yeah,
the other ones that I mentioned, like that is like prime time Adam Sandler for me.
yeah. It was so funny. So we threw on Happy Gilmore, and I was like, holy shit, dude! Adam Sandler is a baby in this movie, and it was like I've seen it a million times, but she had never seen it, so I threw it on for her because I was telling her like how good it was, and like I was just like, dude. I don't know if it has anything to do. It probably has something to do with like cancel culture and like, oh, like everybody has to be politically correct now. But like comedy movies are just like a thing of the past, dude, because you can't say anything anymore without offending someone.
Yeah.
Like you genuinely can't make like there were a bunch of jokes in Rush Hour that were like are considered like racist nowadays, where it's like, okay, yeah, it's
Yep.
not like a nice thing to say. Like there was a thing where what's his name walks up to Jackie Chan and he's like, I'm about to go get some food. What do you want? Like a cup of noodles or something? And it was just like it was so funny, but it's like, dude, if somebody said that in a movie nowadays, like everybody would be up in arms, like, oh, this is a racist movie, don't support this, blah blah blah. But it's just a joke, you know what I mean? Like it's not like actually fueled by hate. It's literally just a joke. And
Right.
people like can't comprehend the difference of that and like actual racism nowadays, and it's super annoying because it's like it's just ruined comedy movies. I'm not saying like a movie has to be racist to be funny,
No.
but like
But it
people
can
have just
be.
like
No,
drawn the
no, no,
line in
no,
the
no,
sand.
no. That's not what that's not what I meant. They're like dude, there are stereotypes that are like pretty well known at this point. Like you need to know that they're all stereotypes and like but playing on those stereotypes can still be funny.
Right, exactly, dude. And it's only
Like look at
funny
Johnny, he's
because
a
it's a
non-binary
stereotype.
queer with blue hair.
I'm the Q in LGBTQ WXYZ. Now
Plus.
you know your ABCs. Plus, I identify as a Baja Blast from Taco Bell.
Sir, it's pronounced Baja.
The Baja Blast. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend all my Bajan people.
I'm a ginger. That's like a pretty big minority, like one of the biggest.
So shut up, dude. Yeah, but it was just to top off this topic. It was really fun and like refreshing to go back and watch like old movies like on an
The way
actual
it used to
disc,
be.
the way it used to be, dude.
There's a
Because it felt
certain
like
there's a certain like level of elevation to an experience that the nostalgia effect brings. Like if something is nostalgic, it instantly makes it better.
For sure, 100%. Like nostalgia is like it's great when you like feel it, but also at the same time super depressing because you're like, damn, I wish like it was still that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I wish things were still the way they used to
At
be.
least a little bit, dude. Like, just slow it down a little bit. And oh, I actually, so this is something I wanted to say before. I think having a kid is good for that because, like, now I can just put my all into this kid. And, like, I saw this thing that was like one of the best ways to parent is to, like, be super patient, like, and let your kid do things, right? Like, your kid, like, they're gonna want to do the dishes, and like, yeah, you're gonna be able to do them quicker, and yeah, they're probably gonna make a mess and like splash around and stuff, but like, you're gonna empower them to do that, and they're gonna get it done, and they're gonna like get better at it every time, and like, they're gonna ask to take the trash out, and like, you could probably do it in 20 minutes or in 2 minutes, but it's gonna take them 20 to take the trash out, but like, you can empower them to do it and like help them build their confidence. And it's like,
Yeah.
you need to like slow down and like be patient enough to allow your kids to like do these things for themselves and like build their confidence and stuff like that. And like, yeah, maybe it's gonna make you late to like an appointment every now and again, but like, who gives a shit, dude?
Oh,
Who
dude,
gives a
I'm
shit
late to
about
my
being
appointment.
20
My
minutes
life is
late?
ending. Yeah.
Like,
You
even
move
if it's
on, dude.
fucking work, if I'm not like giving a presentation to like become partner at the firm, work and any other meeting is literally not that important.
Not compared to like raising your son.
My
You know what I
To
mean?
raising my son, right?
Right. Yeah. And it's just, dude.
And it's so easy to put the blame on him, right? Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Like, my kid was taking the garbage out, and like, he ripped the bag and made a mess. Blah blah. We had to clean it up, and like, it was this whole thing. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Hope I didn't miss too much.
But see, there's so
Thank you
many
for not
people that like don't
not
think
being
that
mad.
way either. They're always
I
like
know.
there's so many people that are like, "Oh, well, you were 2 minutes late. That means, you're not serious about anything in your life or you don't take anything serious or you can't hit a
No, I
deadline or
just
blah
don't
blah
take
blah."
this
But it's
job
just like,
seriously. But also to an
yeah,
extent, I don't take anything serious, dude. Look, we're all gonna fucking die in like less than 100 years. So like, why would I be bugging
why would I
about it?
take anything like that serious? You know what I mean?
Too
Like the
serious.
only
Like, there's
the things that I take the most serious are like the relationships I have with people. You know what I mean?
the
Like that
relationships
to
I have
me
with
is the
people,
most serious thing in life.
and like my mental well-being, and like my like physical well-being, like my health, and like my relationships with people.
Yeah, but I feel like even then, like my mental well-being relies heavily on like my
Yeah, that's a part of it.
relationships with
100%, that's a
people.
part of it. But it's also part of your well-being is like putting the right things in your body, like nutritionally,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? There's so many parts to being like mentally and like emotionally and spiritually healthy. And like
right.
friendships are 100% a part of all of that.
Yeah,
Sometimes even the physical part, like when you and the homies are out playing footy and whatnot,
dude,
or
that's like
golfing, honestly.
I think that's why like golfing for me is like right now my favorite hobby. I mean, it has been for a while, like especially since I graduated college, but like dude, it's so nice to just have like that like 4 hour span a week of seeing Jake and seeing Austin and like just like a group of people that enjoy doing what I enjoy doing and like bonding over that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
that's literally
Yeah.
half the part of it for me. Like I literally woke up at 4:30 in the morning last weekend, fucking drove 2 hours in the dark to go play a sport that I'm not very good at. I have to spend money to play
A
and
decent
it's like
amount,
a decent amount of money. It's not cheap. It's not like it's like $10. It's like $60 every time I do this.
at least.
And at least and I'm there like dude, you can't wake me up that early for anything outside of like vacation. Like I can wake up early for vacation at 4:30 in the morning or golf. That's it. Like there's nothing else you can get me out of bed for at that time. But it's
A
just like the
flight.
fact that I'm there, yeah. It's the fact that I'm there like with some of my favorite people doing something that I love to do and it's something I can look forward to every week. And like,
Mhm.
it's not like it's taking
I
2
agree.
days to do. It's just 4 hours a week to be
It's
like with my
4
friends. And
hours, and the way that I feel about the early rounds is like the earlier it is, the earlier I'm done, and the earlier I get to go home and see my family.
dude, I was done by 11:30, and I still had a
And
whole
it's
day of
like
like shopping and lunch and like all this
right,
other
right.
stuff.
And it's not like I'm rushing through the round like, oh, you're just like trying to squeeze this round in. Like kind of like tune like yes but no, because here's the thing, if
But
we
that's
play
more
an
so just
hour and
like keeping up pace of play. That's not even like you're
if we
trying to get
play
it
an
done. You know what
hour
I
or
mean?
an hour and a half later, I'm not gonna be upset about I'm not gonna be like, oh, I can't come. That's actually too late for me. Like it's not like I'm just trying to squeeze it into my morning. It's like this is what my morning is gonna be. But the
Right.
earlier I can like start and finish my morning, then the better the rest of my day can be.
Exactly. Exactly what it is. And that's why like I'm just like I'm excited. Like it's fun to play when you go out by yourself, but you know you're gonna get paired with random people, and it usually always ends up being like fine. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
like, dude, there's no better feeling when you have like a set of 4 or whatever like of your boys. Like everybody's on the same mindset of like we're gonna be golfing, and like you get like to the 15th hole, and you're like, fuck, dude, we've already played 15 holes. Like I could play another 36. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
but
yeah.
18 holes is usually like the perfect amount. I don't know who decided
It
on
is.
one round of golf is 18 holes, but whoever did is a genius because it is the perfect amount of golf.
It really is. Because after 9, you're like, oh, I'm just getting warm.
Exactly, dude. And then by like the 15th hole, you're like, fuck. I'm like, this is the 15th hole is usually like my peak performance of the day. You know what I mean? Like I'll
I
get
feel
15
that.
holes in, and I'll be like, dude, I'm not only am I warmed up, but I'm like dialed in on the shots that I need to hit. I'm dialed in on the greens. Um, and like if I could just start this way, then my game would be so much better, and I could probably break 85 if I started on like the 15th hole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how I'm trying to pull my score up from last week because that's how I feel. I'm trying to see what my best like run was.
Wait, check
I
this real
guess
quick.
so.
Boone's got a
What's up,
Darth
doggos?
Vader He's got a Darth Vader costume on right now.
No shit.
He looks like he hates his life.
Is it Boone Vader or Darth Boone?
Is it Boone Vader or Darth Boone? Yeah, we haven't decided on that yet.
All right, well think about it. Let me know. That's important.
Okay.
So last week, oh dude, from 7 to 13, money. Bogey, par, bogey, par, bogey.
Ooh. That's like right smack dab in the middle of your round too.
Yeah. And then I went quadruple, triple, bogey, par.
It's the 2 blow up holes, dude. The same thing happened to me
I
last weekend.
know. I know. Like, if those were doubles, right? I'm taking 3 off my score and I'm shooting a 91
Yeah.
from the tips. If those are doubles, and like
Mm-hmm.
realistically, the way I was playing, like, those could have been bogeys or better, and I could have been breaking 90.
Yeah. It's
And on the
crazy how
front,
much damage like 2 holes does to your overall score.
I had 4 doubles on the front, but they were only doubles, no triples. So I finished 47-47.
That's better than my round. I went 49-48.
I went 47-47 from the tips.
That's solid, dude. That's
It helped my handicap a lot. My handicap went from like a 25.6 ish to 23.7 just from that.
wow. Just from that one
Yeah,
game, that one round,
yeah. I jumped 1.9. So
2 strokes basically.
yeah,
That's fucking awesome.
yeah. That's not bad.
How many rounds do you have logged on your 18 birdies?
Let me see. Is it gonna be easy to find? Oh,
Yeah,
17.
it should. I think that's
How
more than
many
I
do you
have.
have?
I think I'm at like 15. Let me look.
I have 13 friends. 17 friends, 13. 17 rounds, 13 friends, 13 different courses.
I have 15 rounds, 12 friends, 11 courses.
So I'm just like a little bit more experienced, huh? All around the board.
I guess so.
What's your handicap? Probably better than mine.
20.5.
Yeah, better than mine. Traylon Burks has a sprained LCL and is expected to miss a few weeks.
You think he'll be back before the start of the season?
Depends how long a few weeks is.
When is September 8th is the first game, right? Week 1.
The 7th.
Dude, that's right around the corner. That's like gonna be here before we
That
even know it.
is 1, 2, 3 Thursdays from when this pod drops.
Yeah, that's super soon.
So soon.
Do we want to maybe hop into a mock draft?
Yeah, we can hit a mock draft. Let's do that. Let's do a
Alright,
mock
do you
draft. Get out
wanna
of here, right? Yeah, it's probably
do you
about
wanna
time, huh?
set it up real quick? I'm gonna take a quick little piss break.
Yeah, I will.
Word.
I will do that. Hold on, wait. Before you go somewhere, I just wanted to say, dude, I love you, man.
I love you too, dude. And these brownie M&Ms are smacking my fucking cojones right now.
I hope that you have a great pee. I'll see you on the flip
Me
side.
too. I'll see you on the flip.
Smooches.